Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the eSports Report presented by the Xbox One, official console of MLG. Benson joined by Max as we go over a full in-depth recap of the X Games, of course, just returned. Worth mentioning today as well, we start the Black Ops 2 Throwback Tournament.
So much hype.
It's going to be so good.
I'm so excited.
So nice. Can't wait. And as well, we have an Xbox One to give away. So,
exactly.
Stay tuned. It's pretty awesome. But we're finally at the final team. Place number 1 at the X Games. Gold medalist. Back-to-back X Games gold medalist.
Yep.
One young man walked away with his second gold medal.
2 chains.
As well. It's going to be 2 chains. Karma 2 rings. Crim.
Crim. A lot of nice trophy closet.
Yeah. Pretty good.
But
formal.
Formal.
FPS title winner. Impressive squadron.
Like, completely different team other than one player, and they still go back to back.
This is true. This is true. Anyway, we'll take a look at OpTic Gaming's stats overall. 4-0 in series count. Didn't even lose a series.
Nope.
Expected. They go 16-2 in map count.
That's nuts.
Now, this is the thing. They didn't lose a respawn.
What?
They didn't lose a respawn. They go 40-0 in respawn.
And honestly, that's kind of expected. Like,
to not lose a really?
I feel
All right, listen to some of these. Okay, just listen to some of these. Hardpoint, they go 6-0. The average score difference in a game of Hardpoint was 92 points.
That's insane.
People aren't even getting close.
That's insane.
92 points. The average kill difference was 20 kills, which is essentially a player on the map.
That's a moose in solo hardpoint if you were watching back when we did the TCM.
Got him.
He didn't get
Combined team KD, 1.15. Played a highlight from this, Scum. Regular Season 1, regular 2 season MVP.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, Season 1 and Season 2 MVP.
Yeah.
Overall, a 1.3 KD and 9.17 caps.
Very nice stat line out of Scumpy. But, like, I'm still 92 point difference and then getting outslayed by 20 kills.
I don't think people realize, like, 92 points is a big amount to be losing by. Mm-hmm. Like, that's like 250 to 150.
I would love to know if, you know, they were... Well, I would love to know if they were, like, you know, 250 games, how many times they hit 250.
If you're outslaying a team by 20, yeah, of course. Looking at CTF, 4-0 in CTF, okay? Formal has a 1.39 CTF KD with 1.25 defense. A play spotlight was Crim6, okay? Crim with a 1.07 KD,
right.
1.5 caps, and 1.25 returns. The definition of going clutch in CTF. But when you have Formal just killing that many things,
yeah,
it's like, what are you really gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, we touched on, you know, going back to the Season 2 awards and Hook and why he won CTF Player of the Season was because of his flag interactions and how many he had and how clutch he was. That's the story of Crim6 right there at X Games.
Basically sums it up. Look at Uplink. They go 4-0. Everyone on the team had a positive KD in Uplink. Everyone. No one went negative. Scump drops a 1.2 KD in Uplink with 5 caps per game. The most caps per game out of any player in the tournament.
That's nuts.
And you're used to just seeing this guy run around and get kills. He basically said, all right, I'm going to run around and get kills. I'm going to pick up a drone. I'm going to score a drone. I'm going to kill some more people, pick up a drone, score a drone, kill some people. Like,
that's absolutely insane. I literally just picture him like getting a 2-piece on like around the drone and cutback, picking up AC throw,
and getting
2 more kills. Yeah, exactly.
That's literally what was happening. The overall stats though from some of the plays, we'll throw up a beautiful little thing for you here. So overall KD, a 1.2 from Scump, 0.97 from Karma. Oh my god, he went negative. Oh no. God. Formal 1.15 and Crim 1.09. The Slayer rating, 30.93 from Scump, a 29.29 from Formal, and a 29.43 from Crim.
This is over 18 games as well.
That's nearly 3 players averaging 30 kills. Every single respawn. I mean, Karma had 26.432. It's not as like he was slacking. Poor guy can't get that many kills when everyone else is getting 30.
Yeah, and obviously, don't look at Karma and be like, oh, 0.97. Like, it's because he's doing like a bit of the dirty work. But I mean, like, what is he going to kill when you have 3 players on your team almost averaging all 30 kills a game? Especially when you think of like an uplink game where like...
There's only so many kills you're going to get in a map.
Exactly.
It is that simple. There's only so many kills you're going to get.
Especially like with like CTF and stuff like that. you know, or uplink where you figure like, you know, 33 kills is, you know, a good amount of kills in uplink, but like in a CTF especially, like 27 kills is a lot sometimes, depending on how long the games go. So it's absurd that these players are all averaging at least almost all 30 kills a game.
A serious amount of kills going on. I mean, it's just almost impossible to beat a team like that. Like they dominated everyone.
I mean, like looking at FaZe, like now I completely understand why they weren't able to fight against them.
Well, game 1 of the winners final versus FaZe. To put it into perspective, just how many kills they get. OpTic beats FaZe 250 to 130. And this FaZe team is a team who we just saw can massively slay.
Yeah, they just took out the world champions 10-0 on uplink. So like you see the skill gap really between 1, 2, and then the rest of the competition.
Of course, as we mentioned, OpTic not losing a respawn all event. Uplink is 4-0. Everyone goes positive in uplink as well, and you're going to see really just the domination which comes out from them. You really do. It's just crazy. Like you look at the scoreboard at the end of the game, and it kind of comes. I mean, it helps when teams make mistakes like that.
Right.
Like that play right there blew my mind. Casting that as like a player, how you don't know that you can't throw a drone through the glass. I mean, I get Slash, you didn't really have any other choice.
Right.
But at that point, you got to try and dash. You got to do something. You know?
Yeah. He's kind of like panicking, and it's just like
should have just jumped off the map.
Right. It's like you're panicking now, like, oh god, now I'm making a really bad play.
Oh god, what
am I doing? Stop. And then it happens, and you're like, well, but I did it. And Ben just said something about it too, so.
Sorry, Slasher.
Yeah.
I love you a long time, but that was pretty crazy. Anyway, for now, let's actually listen in with the commentary for this game and just highlight once again how dominant OpTic really were for the X Games.
Down this green plat side, there's going to be 2 players pushing towards him while a teammate picks for the drone. Hoop's going to be the drone carrier. He does have one play directly in front of him, but nice play from him. Decides to just release the drone and pull out his weapon, try and play for the kills, but unfortunately unable to do so. OpTic once again get control of the respawn area.
Now, we just showed you Zuma where he's positioned. He's kind of the flanker on the squad. The rest of FaZe all held up here at purple, and you're going to see Formal trying to pick him off. He's going to be cleaned up. 2 down for OpTic now as FaZe is trying to make a move on the objective. Big kills though from Scump, and Crim6 will make this a stalemate once again. And Enable now just trying to be a thorn in OpTic's side, but his teammates are getting swarmed at the base. Crim6 is pushing in with the objective. Here's another point. It looks like the pass, and now Crim is going to protect as Formal puts it in.
Yeah, nice play from OpTic Gaming there, and Enable was left in a pretty tricky situation because 4 players from OpTic just rushed towards Snowside. He was at the opposite side of the map, so he was left to try and play for the next spawn over towards Greenside, which was a little unfortunate for him. But OpTic now lead by 2 with a minute 55. Slasher with the drone in hand. Maybe go for a 1-point throw from here because his teammates haven't managed to slay out, and that could be the game plan. Throws it, and that's gone way wide.
Hoop throwing it far right. Now Slasher far left. What should have been a tied game is a 2-point advantage for OpTic. Keep that in mind as this game progresses. Slasher trying to make up for his missed toss, laying down some cover. Fire. Enable's going to clean up Formal. Zuma's continuing to push forward, so look for Slasher to go for the objective now. And Enable taken down by Canisters. Karma gets the 2-piece, and this is not going to be any scoring from FaZe. It's OpTic holding strong in the defensive end.
And Hoop's going to drop as well, which means Karma can try and push through, get some control over on the purple side. Minute 12 left of round 1 of 2 here, playing bottom purple. Karma is able to clean that up. Unfortunately though, drone still down off the game. Should be able to play that if they wanted to, but it looks like Formal's just going to try and pick up some kills. He's going to push through with that belt. Now the play directly behind him is going to play for the drone. That's going to be Crim6, and Crim's just taking his time. Needs to wait for Formal to slay out more.
And here comes Crim, player up top of the roof. Big kill coming in there. That was Slash who stops him once again with the bow. Karma, he's just 11-9, but he's had some huge kills on the defensive end. Scump, though, trying to get there on the aggressive end, is going to get the jumper. 5-2, 38 seconds left, and you see OpTic still with map control. Karma going to try and rally this drone. He's got a player right behind him. I assume that's Zuma. He's going to go past 2 players, splitting them, and now he's got a 1-point opportunity, trying to make it a 2-pointer. Stopped short, but Scump is there. Can he toss it in?
Oh, Scump just trying to stay alive. I think he just missed, though. That's going to stay alive, though. I know, actually, just as I say, that does fall off the map. So, a couple of missed 1-point throws from both teams, but definitely more costly here for Team FaZe.
This has been a slightly sloppy Biolab game, I'm not gonna lie. OpTic doing a pretty good job of making the most of their opportunities, just the one miss from Scump. But FaZe not playing at the level we expected from them after watching some dominance yesterday.
I mean, it's not even about yesterday, the fact that they played today. And they forward elevate, again, it's such a key point. Like I brought up at the very, very start of the show, speaking to Attach. I was like, is it really that much of a factor? And he was like, yeah, it really is. So FaZe, if they drop the first 2 respawns, that puts them in such a horrible position. Bear in mind, they have to win 2 best-of-7s as well.
You just saw the intensity on Zuma's face. Here's a look at Karma as we jump on board with the 2-time world champion to open up side number 2. Karma making his way right into the Biolab, is going to be going for the drone first here. And as you look at the setup here, Ben, what has been OpTic's strategy so far on this Biolab uplink?
Honestly, it's just been flooding past the drone and picking up kills, and it's worked every single time. And they've been a little bit lucky with FaZe's mistakes, as you kind of pointed out. FaZe should have had an extra 2 uplinks, so that makes it a 5-4 game. Of course, OpTic missed one as well, so you can kind of say 6-4 in that essence, but still, it should be a 1-possession game. Instead, though, it's 2.
Zuma with drone, gonna toss it, trying to get the kills first. There's one. Hook also in the kill feed, taking out Krim, but Karma takes down Enable. So it's gonna be a 2-on-3 in favor here of the... Wow. Oh, man. Karma's just shutting it down on the defensive end. It feels like every time FaZe gets close, Karma is there to stop.
Pretty much, and again, you can kind of see what we were talking about with OpTic Gaming. They just kind of all flip. Karma gets a pick with the drone, the melee. Scump's going to drop shot Zuma, and Karma in a very good position now to get some points on the board for OpTic Gaming. Breaks the glass, waiting to see if his teammates are going to try and slay out in front of him. So he's going to play this one very patiently. He knows all of FaZe is going to be able towards that green flag. You see him just trying to bait out some shots from any of the FaZe players, give his teammates some intel, say exactly where they are. 2 players fall, and Karma now trying to make his way over towards that uplink drone. He bumps into his teammate, double jumps up, connects with a 2-point play, and that's now 7-2 in favor of OpTic.
And Karma set all that up. He bought time for Formal, he bought time for Krim, then you see Scump with a 2-piece. They still have map control. OpTic playing this perfectly so far in side 2.
Formal on your screens, he's going to drop. Let's have a look at Scumpy, currently sitting at 16 and 14. Again, just trying to push over towards that green flag, play for some kills. Krim does have the drone. Let's have a look at his exact perspective now as he throws it onto the floor to try and play for some extra armor, but also the time of, obviously, the ability to slay. You know, you drop that drone, you have your gun out, you can try and pick up some more kills. Scumpy now with the drone, going to throw it, and unfortunately, that's going to miss as well. And it's actually still inbound. Nope, I think that one may have actually just fallen off as well.
Can we stay on board with this man right here?
Zuma?
Zuma seems to be the only player right now keeping up. You see Hook at 16 and 15, but Zuma is definitely applying a lot more pressure. He's got to be the key player to clear the lane for his teammates. Slasher with the Val, trying to rotate on the flank, but OpTic making it so difficult to track them down. Satellite drone, no one near it except for Zuma now. Is he going to make the move? Scumpy with the 2-piece would say that is a bad idea. Formal is going to get cleaned up as Zuma's still trying to flank his opponents. Karma, long range, is taken down by the SMG, and now they can finally make a play for this satellite.
And that was perfect play, exactly what we wanted to see from Zuma. You don't want to see him pick up that drone and try and make a hero play with it. You want to see him just slay around the outside, and that drone's going to be thrown directly into OpTic's base. Now, if OpTic can get that quick enough, they may be able to wrap that towards green. Slash is going to fall, and I think that could be the play call. You see one player over there, it's going to be Krim. Yep, he's going to opt to throw it out. Just play it safe. I guess you have the 7-2 lead. Why risk it?
2 minutes and 8 seconds. All you got to do is bleed the clock at this point. Karma holding down Biolab. Scumpy rotating over to the satellite drone, and their shots have been on all weekend. Scumpy 21 and 17, starting to heat up, but still Karma leading the squad at the top of the leaderboard. On the other side, you see Zuma still 22 and 23, but you're not getting the kills out of Enable that you needed. Slasher is definitely slowed down here on the second side as well.
Yeah, massively. I mean, 17 and 20 needs to step up with that Val. As it stands, you know, him and Formal, to be fair, both kind of around the same point, but it's the SMG play coming out from OpTic Gaming, which is really setting them apart. You know, Scump 23 and 19, leading the team in terms of kills, also with 3 uplinks at the top there as well, and had a couple of missed 1-point throws in there as well, so really, that score could be a lot bigger right now.
And here comes Slasher. Krim covering Karma. Karma holding that window, and Krim is going to be trying to peek out the left door. 2 players still stacked up on green. Satellite drone not even being touched despite 3 opponents down. Finally, you're going to see Formal grab it and make his move inside of green. Here's an easy 1-point toss, and he is going to be able to sink that one 8-2 with a minute to go.
Again, such a smart play from OpTic. They recognize that with the time left, they don't need to play for the drone. They can just set up and slay. When you have the slaying ability that they have, it's very difficult for a team to try and break that and then get control of the drone. With 48 seconds left, an 8-2 lead, it's pretty much impossible now for FaZe to come back.
This hasn't been the most most exciting game because it hasn't been that close, but you have to give credit to the way OpTic has played this. It's been by the book, very solid strategies. They're not making any mistakes here. They're playing this one calm, collected, cautious, and they are definitely making the most of all their opportunities. 30 seconds left. FaZe can't even slay their way to the drone until now. Enable gets a 2-piece, but this is just too little, too late. Even if they get the 2-point play, there's no way they can tack on 6.
It just shows pure obliteration.
Pure domination. Then we just saw FaZe 10-0 the world champs, and now they lose 8-2.
It's painful. Very, very painful for FaZe.
I mean,
but again,
what are you gonna do?
What are you realistically gonna do at that point? Congratulations once again to
Yeah.
OpTic Gaming, back-to-back X Games medals, and of course, for me at least, big congratulations to Scumpy, only playing out to have 2 gold medals from the X Games. Very, very prestigious, and that whole team now is just full of so many accolades. It's getting out of hand.
They're gonna need a trophy storage unit.
They're gonna need a hold down warehouse.
I mean,
for the trophies.
Also, like everyone's obviously Scumpy 2 Chains, but a lot of redemption for Karma and Crim. You know, getting bronze last year. Yeah, underperforming last year.
Massive redemption.
Finally getting that gold medal for them, and then Formal, obviously. Very big for him as far as his Call of Duty career is concerned, to win an X Games gold medal.
All right, well, final placings from the X Games, of course, OpTic Gaming place gold, FaZe silver, Elevate walk away with bronze, TK with a very, very surprising 4th place, $6,000 for them, Rise 5th and Denial 6th, MV and TCM 7th and 8th. Big part pro points there as well, 25,000 first place.
Do they have $1 million now?
No, they're very, very close.
They're close though, right?
Very, very close. So, you know, big props to those guys. Some awesome performances from a lot of teams. Some teams massively underperforming now. But that, of course, concludes the X Games preview. Don't worry, though.
Don't go
because
anywhere.
It's only going to get better. We're going all the way to Black Ops 2. That's right. Throwback Tournament starts tonight. Myself, Christopher Puckett, and a very special guest who you guys may recognize. Who is actually...
Here he comes.
Right, that's Revan! Revan is back in the MLG building, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a great time. And as well, we have an Xbox One to give away in honor of Revan's presence. No, it's not really in honor of his presence because the ESR is, you know, presented by the Xbox One now. But we still have an Xbox One to give away. Anyway, quick commercial break. We're back.